Yeah, hi guys. So my name's James Cole, and this is my brother Mark Cole.
Hi guys.
And we have created the Lego Star Wars Endor mock. So it's a scene from the films with an extra module for a bit of artistic license.
Yes, because this wasn't in the movie, was it?
No, correct. So I guess our view was it's actually only at the moment about 50% of the total sort of plan. So it will become a much bigger piece as we go on, but we only managed to get 4 modules done for the actual show. And our view was we have, I guess, 3 modules of the forest, which we'll have a look at shortly, with a lot of scenes from the movie. But fundamentally, our view was that you never actually see what's behind the bunker in the movie. So we took a bit of artistic license to create a sort of a water scene with a flowing waterfall here and a flowing river.
Yeah, I really like that touch. I like the fact that everything moves here. That's really nice.
Yeah, we wanted sort of some movement within the mock just to draw a bit of interest to it. People seem to be focused on that, but it's quite fun to chat about. Again, the tops come up so you can sort of see all the motorised bits there. That's been a big talking point for people as well.
Yeah, they always want to know how it works already.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, most of this stuff comes off, so it's sort of removable, so we can get access to all the motorised components. And this is quite interesting. We've been showing people the sort of how the actual river and the waterfall is made. So it's essentially just a Technic tread, Lego Technic tread, with some half beams, 5 long, some half pins, and then you actually just stick the plates on top, and then of course you can stick the trans-clear pieces on top of that.
Oh, it's quite simple actually.
Quite simple mechanism, yeah, and it's just a straightforward conveyor belt system, as you've seen GBC or any other conveyor belt
so is it a double
modules.
conveyor belt, or does it curve down?
No, so it is a double conveyor belt. They are actually both running off the same motor, but we have geared this one, the waterfall, up a little bit, so it should be running a bit faster than the river to simulate flowing water or the gravity taking it downwards versus a flowing river.
Well, that does look as if it works that way. That's
yes,
cool.
yeah, it should be quicker. And then we've just sort of taken some inspiration from Niagara Falls. Actually, we looked up some pictures on Google just to give a bit of a cascading waterfall effect. And yeah, people have been saying a bit strange to have a beach in the middle of the jungle, but or in the middle of the forest. But we thought it was an artistic license, correct? We thought it was a bit of fun. So yeah, I think I've done a little bit there. Pass to Mark to talk about the bunker bits.
You can carry on there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're much better at this.
Okay, sure. So yeah, so now we come into the films here. So this is sort of various scenes from the Star Wars 3rd movie, or Episode 6, I should say, Return of the Jedi. So it's Forest Moon of Endor. So this is where the Rebel Alliance are caught coming out of the bunker by the Imperial Star Troopers. Again, we've got a couple of Lego sets here, the ATSTs.
So that's one. You got that set. You built that.
Yeah. So again,
it's
some few moving components, and Mark here is going to just remove. So we do have an interior built into the bunker.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so it's just a lot of hours, but a lot of it's quite simplistic. There's nothing particularly complex. We just we came up with a sort of method to build the trees, really, and we took it on from there. And then we tried to make each tree as unique as possible. So we very much varied the build process in all of them.
But essentially a variation on a theme, then. So
correct. Yeah, it's the same theme, of course, but it's we tried to vary it, different heights, so to give it sort of texture and a bit more 3-dimension. So yeah, it's come together quite nicely. Again, here a nice scene from the movie where the ATST is the Ewoks block it with tree trunks essentially falling from the trees.
Yeah.
So yeah, we come along. You can see here as well in the front. I think you're filming it now. There's some fire there, so that's to simulate the ATST having sort of shot up the ground there. It's a bit of an explosion. And then yes, we did, yeah. And then it's just lots of detailing on the trees and the plants. Try to get variation in there, some rock faces.
There's so many plant pieces.
There is, yes, yeah. And then onto the village, really, the Ewok village. So this is actually 2 Ewok village Lego sets. We've highly modified them and changed them around, and then built the sort of central, I guess, life tree in the middle, which is our own treehouse, our own design, and then sort of connected them all. So it's it's an inspiration that grew from the actual Lego set, and is what's sort of grown into this whole mock as you see it now. And then just for a bit of effect for the show, we only decided actually Wednesday, so 3 days ago, we decided to light it up. So that was a bit of a challenge as well to get all the lights into it. But yeah, we're quite pleased with how it turned out.
It looks very. I think the amount of foliage you have, canopy, and all the greenery makes it very effective, because it's very reminiscent of what it looked like in the film in a way.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
How long did it take you? I mean, I know you just decided to put the lights on, but
Yes,
the
yeah,
whole,
sure.
the whole thing, how long did it take you to
So
sort
the
of...
honest answer, we don't actually know, but we know we started in June, and roughly speaking, when my wife allows, we have one night a week, usually my brother and I, to build this. So we estimated about 20 nights, on average 5 hours a night, so around 100 hours. I would guess, something like that, maybe a little bit over.
It's not that much when you consider how much you've done.
Yeah, it's not too bad actually, but the trees actually come together quite quickly once you get going on them. And a lot of it's just leaf pieces here connected together, so there's tree branch structures, but actually a lot of them are then just connected to each other to create the hanging effect. Again, it gives a bit more vibrancy than, I guess, traditionally having them flat.
No, absolutely, and it makes it a bit more round and more organic in a way.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it is a good effect. Any other things you want to show me around here?
As various details. I mean, we have the scene with C-3PO there. We have Luke on the spit, as you can see in there.
Yeah, I couldn't see him from the other
we've
side.
tried as much as possible. Yeah, I mean, it is sort of placed in our own way, of course, but we've tried to sort of be true to the movie and certain scenes from the movie, and been really enjoying people picking those out through the day. We've had various dads going, look, there's Luke, there's 3PO, there's Chewie over there. So
there is so much in here. It's actually quite you can easily miss something.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the fun part is we've had people coming back actually a second time to have a closer look. So I think for us, as I say, it's just a bit of a labour of love. It's absolutely just amateurs and a hobby. This is our first ever time displaying. So we're just really buzzing and enjoying everyone's reaction to it.
That's brilliant. Well, thank you very much for showing me around Endor.
Absolute pleasure, sir.